Heartless, Forbidden, Book 1. Written by Suzana Thompson. Narrated by Paulina Schubert. Chapter 32. Cade was really annoyed and suspicious. What the hell were you doing in there with him for 2 hours? Having sex, I replied blithely. What'd you think we were doing? He stopped the car in the middle of Logan's driveway and turned to glare at me. That's not funny. I think it's hilarious, I retorted, although I certainly wasn't in the mood to laugh. You think that I would have sex with a guy I barely know when I haven't even had sex with you? I didn't think that, he denied. I thought maybe he kissed you or something. And you think I would let him? I demanded. Did he try to kiss you? Cade asked without acknowledging my offended exclamation. No, he did not try to kiss me, I snapped at him. I told you I was coming here to talk to him about Morgan. You have to admit he was flirting with you at the party, he said defensively. So what? Taylor was just trying to get back together with you yesterday, I reminded him. Does that mean you'll fall into her arms? No, he replied. Then don't assume that I'm going to fall into Logan's arms either, I said. Trust me like I'm trusting you. Okay, he agreed. But was he? Cade, I interjected warningly, and he shut up. So I relented a little. I think he likes Morgan. I know she likes him, Cade said dubiously, but he doesn't seem to take it seriously. Exactly, I agreed. But he sure doesn't want her to be with anyone else. I don't think he realizes his real feelings for her. He shrugged in response and resumed driving. Discussing Logan and Morgan had brought my scheme back to the forefront of my mind, and I started brimming with excitement over it. I almost shared it with Cade, but I decided that it was better to keep it a secret between us girls. I've got to call Morgan, I proclaimed as soon as we arrived home, and I scrambled out of the car. Wait, Cade called after me. I don't think you should tell her that. I stopped and turned to face him, wondering if he could have somehow figured out my plan. Tell her what? I questioned. Your theory about Logan liking her, he answered. What if you're wrong? And even if it's true, he might never do anything about it. He'll be going to college, and she still has 3 years of high school. Don't get her hopes up for nothing. I was too excited about my plan to heed his advice, but I tried to hide my intent. Okay, but I promised to call her after I got home from his house, and I better do it before it gets too late to call. Lexi, Cade, Mom called to us as she approached from the other side of the garage. I saw your car pull in. Is everything okay? Everything's fine, I replied. I was looking at pictures with Logan and I lost track of time. I'd like to meet him before you see him again, she told me. Mom, I protested, he's just a friend. Regardless, she said, practically dismissing my assertion of friendship, I'd still like to meet him. Fine, I agreed grudgingly. Don't take that attitude with me, she admonished me. I shouldn't even have let you leave the house since you came home sick from school. I'm sorry, I said. It's just that everybody's making a big deal over nothing. Who's everybody? She asked in confusion. I couldn't tell her that Cade was making a big deal about it, too. Just, Morgan, I lied. She likes him, and I'm actually trying to help her with that. I should call her before it gets too late. I wanted to add a snide question about whether Mom wanted to meet her, too, but I was eager to talk to Morgan. To hurry things along, I gave Mom a quick hug. Good night. Did you thank Cade for picking you up? She inquired. I glanced at him. Thanks. Okay, I continued before either of them could speak again, and I was already starting to pivot my body away from them. Good night. See you in the morning. Good night, Mom replied this time. Cade quickly caught up to me, but waited until we were upstairs before speaking to me. That's it? You're not even going to give me a good night kiss? I glanced around nervously to make sure that we were alone. I couldn't kiss you in front of my mom. He smiled provocatively. She's not here now. I halted in front of my door, but he was pressing me up against it in the next instant. He smothered my surprised gap with a demanding kiss, his tongue immediately delving into my mouth and taking control. I yielded at first, but then wrenched my mouth away from his. My eyes darted around in panic. "What are you doing? Our parents might see us." He seemed to come back to his senses. "You're right. I wish that we could just..." He trailed off, his frustration evident on his face. "I just want to kiss my girlfriend," he added. "You can," I told him. "We just have to be careful. Like be inside the room where they can't see us," I teased. "Come to my room after you get ready for bed," he suggested, albeit in a neutral tone. "You're so confusing sometimes," I complained. "If you mean what I think you mean, then..." "Whatever you want," he interjected. "We don't have to go any further than kissing." That sounded tempting, but I remembered my resolve to take it slow. We haven't even had our first date yet. I want us to date before I start sneaking into your room. He gave me a searching look. "You haven't changed your mind about me?" I looked at him in bewilderment. "What do you mean?" "You were going to go out with Brandon, but then you changed your mind. Have you changed your mind about me now that you like Logan?" It took a few seconds for my confusion to clarify into anger. "You think I just jump from guy to guy? Today it's you, tomorrow it's someone else? Why would you even want to go out with me if that's what you think?" "I don't think that," he denied. I cut him off before he could continue. "No, I haven't changed my mind about you, but you're making me think maybe I should. Now, good night already. I have to call Morgan." I entered my room and closed the door in Cade's face. Locking it to make sure he stayed out, I plopped down on my bed and called Morgan. I told her about my visit with Logan and that I thought he liked her. "Forget about your plan," I said. "I have a better one."